Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Raph from B&C Camera, and I am super duper stoked to announce to you guys the new investment that I put in for a gimbal system. It is this little guy right here. Super stoked, just got it in this week. It's the DJI RS3 Mini. Now, why am I stoked, you may ask? Well, I've been working with this big guy right here for the longest time. And it's got me through a lot of shoots, but I wanted to downsize and not want to break my back in terms of carrying all this equipment. So I went ahead and bought this little guy, which is super capable. But to you guys who have shot in the field, you guys are probably familiar with the Ronin RS. It's a big old clunker of a system. And yeah, I'm really happy to kind of just put this off to the side in my production house, in my production room more than anything else, and utilize this more for my quick run and gun type shoots. All right, and just to kind of show you guys the setup here, what I was working with back in the day, you had a little battery system right here, right? Now, unlike the RS3 Mini and some of the other RS3s that are out on the line right now, this guy did not have locks. So if you, just putting this back together is just like giving me PTSD, ugh. So again, like the RS3, RS3 Pro, and the RS3 Mini, this did not have any locks. So this thing was just flopping around. It'd be cumbersome to kind of carry it in a bag, and balancing it was a pain. So you guys look in the back right here. No screen. And what does that mean? Well, the other thing that's really a big hassle with this system, with the original Ronin RS, is I'd have to basically pull out my phone to sync to the Ronin app and calibrate it that way. Whereas with this little guy, everything is built into the system. So if I need to calibrate, I don't have to have my phone with me anymore. It can act as the thing that I want it to be, just a phone, have it in my pocket, and I can just go out there and have fun shooting and not have to worry about it. Okay, another annoyance with the Ronin RS is that, as you saw earlier ago when I was assembling the system, when I slid it on the actual handle mount system, in order to charge this battery, there's no other means of charging it by actually having to slide this bad boy in and then plugging it in with the USB-C right here. So you'd see this big old gimbal just laying down on the floor in my room charging like this, which is again another hassle. It really goes to show how far the tech's gone in terms of DJI's ability to kind of progress and make improvements. And yeah, again, I am super duper stoked. And with this video as well too, we're going to be discussing about the RS3 Mini, the RS3 Standard, and the RS3 Pro. I'm just going to leave this guy here just to display and show you guys what I've been working with here on this side. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and go over each gimbal and figure out which one would be best for you guys. All right, so now that we have the whole RS3 family tree, yeah, that rhymes, we're going to go ahead and discuss each gimbal system, what it does, the weight, the payload capacity of it, and general purpose use to see which one works best for you. We're going to start off with the RS3 Pro. Now, the RS3 Pro weighs in at a whopping 3.3 pounds, which is 1.8 kilograms, if I remember correctly. I'll put all the proper numbering on the screen for you guys just to showcase. But yeah, the main thing about the RS3 Pro is that it supports up to 10 pounds, and it's got a lot of modular systems to hook it up to like a car, a bunch of crazy stuff. So this is gonna be really useful for people that do big production work, commercial work, all that fun stuff. So definitely keep that in mind. If you're gonna be putting something like a Komodo Red or a big old honking camera system with a big old lens in the front, something like the RS3 Pro would probably be a great option for you. Alrighty, next up we're gonna be discussing the RS3 Standard, which is the middle guy right here. Now the RS3 is gonna weigh a whopping 2.8 pounds or 1.3 kilograms, and it's gonna support a payload capacity of up to 6.6-ish pounds. Again, I'm gonna put it on the screen for you guys. And yeah, this is a good general purpose system. I mean, comparing the two, right, just to kind of show you guys the difference, the RS3 Pro is a little bit bigger, but it is made out of carbon fiber, which is gonna be a little bit lighter. It comes with this handle, which is really cool. So if you wanna do low angle and briefcase mode shots, you can. Whereas the RS3 Standard is a little bit smaller, still kind of bulky. And again, this gimbal is gonna support around 6 pounds, whereas this one's gonna support up to 10. So keep that in mind. Okay, so now there isn't really gonna be as much accessories to the RS3 compared to the RS3 Pro. It still will support Raven Eye, which is really cool. So again, Raven Eye is gonna be useful if you wanna do tracking. You can actually use it on the actual touchpad and highlight specific things from what the camera's looking at, which is very beneficial. And to kind of disclose to you guys, another cool feature that these two have that the RS3 Mini doesn't have is that it has the self-actuating locks. Now the self-actuating locks are going to be very beneficial for some people. For me, I'm thankful enough to have these little locks right here because again, working with this guy, just just kind of flopping around was not fun. So being able to kind of just lock this up is great, but it takes it a step further with these two guys in that if you kind of set your camera in a balanced position already, you can go ahead and hit the power button and it's going to lock it in place. So it's all going to actuate and lock in place for you. Now again, this is going to be very beneficial if you just want to kind of stow it away real quick in between shoots. You're going to go on a lunch break or something like that and you just want to put the gimbal off to the side. You could just kind of lock it up and set it someplace off to the side with the camera until you're ready to shoot again. Okay, and now lastly, this little guy right here. Why did I go for the RS3 Mini? Well, if you look at it, it's pretty simple. I wanted to kind of steer clear from this big old setup right here. And yeah, with this little guy, I can basically put it in my backpack, no problem. It'll just hang off to the side and it doesn't weigh a lot. The RS3 Mini weighs in at about 1.8 pounds, which is about 880 grams, I think. So yeah, it's super duper small, super duper lightweight, and more than capable of the stuff that I needed to get done. Now the payload capacity for the RS3 Mini is gonna be about 4-ish pounds, I think 4.4. Again, I'll put it on the screen for you guys. But yeah, that'll support most mirrorless systems with light lenses. We've loaded a bunch of stuff. My GH6 loads on there really easy. Another quick disclaimer for you guys, if you're gonna be loading any mirrorless system with built-in in-body stabilization, just be sure to turn that off so it doesn't counterbalance and fight each other. And you're gonna have really smooth, really buttery video. So yeah, other than the Raven Eye not working on the RS3 Mini and the self-actuating locks, it's still really great. The 4.4 pound payload capacity is really, really useful and honestly all I really need for my setups. Okay, a cool little trick that the RS3 Mini has that the RS3 Standard and the Pro doesn't have is vertical mode. Now, just to showcase to you guys how to do that, real simple. I'd unlock these. Now, if you want to say, for example, shoot vertical for vertical content for social media, all you got to do is unlock this piece right here, this center column. There's a little switch down here on the bottom that you hold down, and this actually slides off. Once that slides off, you want to release this plate. In order to do that, you're gonna release the red lock and then it'll slide right out, like so. Got it? All right, next up, if you guys can see it right here, there's a red icon right here. That indicates that this is where it's gonna slide right here. So you're gonna basically just slide it up top on here like so. And now, you can basically shoot in vertical mode. Where's that lock at? There it is. There you go. So now you can load a super light setup. I have been doing this really cool thing shooting with my X100V on this gimbal system, and I've gotten a lot of really cool results with it. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of cool social media videos with my X100. Again, that's a crazy setup just saying that out loud, but the X100V is a very capable video system as well with that built-in ND filter. You can kick on the ND filter, shoot at f2 outside in the daytime, get some nice depth of field separation, bokeh, right? And combine that with really smooth stabilization. It's a win-win. I'm really stoked to see what I can do with it. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it with these gimbals. Again, consider the options and what you need for your kit. Again, just a quick little recap. The RS3 Pro is about 10 pounds, the RS3 Standard is going to be about 6 pounds, and the RS3 Mini is going to be about 4 pounds. And again, in terms of the actual physical weight of the gimbals, the RS3 Mini is going to be weighing in at about 1.8 pounds or 880 grams. The RS3 Standard is going to weigh in at about 2.8 pounds or 1.3 kilograms. And lastly, of course, the RS3 Pro is going to be weighing in at a whopping 3.3 pounds or 1.5 kilograms. And I'm not even gonna go into the Ronin S. This guy is gonna be retired. It's gonna be kept in my closet, probably, unless I need some crazy work. I'm eventually gonna upgrade to maybe just an RS3 Standard or an RS3 Pro. But for now, I'm gonna be getting some gigs with this little guy, which is gonna be more than enough. Now, if you wanna see the vast selection of gimbals that we have and our price points for it, you can always, of course, check it out on our website at bncamera.com. If you guys happen to have any other questions within regards to gimbals, leave them in the comments section down below and we'll get to them when we can. Alrighty, hopefully you guys found the video helpful and informative. As always, if you guys did, please be sure to give us a like and subscribe. I had a lot of fun talking to you guys about all this stuff within regards to gimbals. As you can tell, I geek out on this stuff all the time. So if you guys have any other questions, leave them in the comment section again down below. I also did a gimbal balancing video, so definitely check that out when you can. I'm also going to be doing a lot of stuff with this guy for our social media now that it shoots vertical. I'm going to do a thing called Will It Balance? And we're going to be balancing different cameras to see if it'll hold and balance. So definitely check it out on our Instagram. And once more, I am Raph from B&C Camera. You guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys in another video.